Om Namah Shivaya. Episode 62, Chapter 11, verses 32 to 35. Isvara is time that destroys. In verse 32, Sri Krishna says, First, I am time, the destroyer of people. Kala asmi loka sama krit. Time is the destroying aspect of Isvara, the law of dharma and the law of karma that brings about creation, sustenance and dissolution. Even without Arjuna, all these people will not exist because they have an appointment with the Lord of Death, as their prarabdha karma for this birth has been completed. Second, here Isvara's law has expanded, pravritta. As Lord Rudra, Isvara is the dissolver, whose activity is engaged in destroying people to drop their body here and now. Loka samahartum iha pravritta. Third, even without you, Arjuna, rite api tva, all these warriors, sarve yoda, who stand in opposing armies, ye avastita pratyanikeshu, will not exist. Na bhavishyanti. This is how their karma unfolds. Nobody can stop the law of dissolution. Even without Arjuna, even if there was a truce, they will be destroyed in the form of time in some way or other. Then they will take another birth and continue going on this endless cycle of birth and death until they gain moksha. Kalosmi loka shayakrit pravritto lokan samahartumiha pravrittaha ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve yevastitaha pratyanikeshu yodaha. Om. In verse 33, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, First, therefore, may you get up and gain fame. Tasmat tvam uttishta yasa labhasva. The main idea conveyed here is we must do our duty. Right from the start, Gita makes it clear that we must do our righteous duty as an offering to the law of dharma, and be able to take whatever the results may be as Isvara's prasadam to purify our mind and qualify for the knowledge of Brahman. Arjuna, by doing his righteous duty, will gain fame far and wide because he stood for dharma, for justice against Bhishma and Drona, who can command thousands of chariots and whom even the gods cannot defeat. Second, Arjuna, by conquering his enemies, may you enjoy a prosperous, unraveled kingdom. Jitva satrum bongshva rajyam samvrittam. Third, these people indeed are already destroyed by me, Isvara, the Lord of Time, the one who presides over the law of karma. Maya eva eti nihita purvameva. Fourth, Arjuna, may you merely be an instrument. Nimitta matram bhava. Just like when a fruit is fully ripe, it naturally falls. may be due to wind, etc. Wind is only an instrument. In the same manner, Arjuna is merely an instrument. Fifth, here Sri Krishna addresses Arjuna as Swabhya Sachi, the one who can even send arrows with his left hand. Sri Krishna uses this quality to remind Arjuna of his powers and skill. Tasmat tvam uttishta yaso labhasva jitva satrum bongshwarajyam samriddham maye veti nihita purvameva nimitta matram bhavasvaya sachin. Om. In verse 34, Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, may you destroy Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha and Karna. Dronam cha, Bhishmam cha, Jayadratham cha, Karnam. And other heroic warriors who are all been destroyed by me. Tata anyan api yoda virat maya hatans. Sri Krishna says this to allay any fear that Arjuna may have in fighting a battle against such powerful force. First, Drona was a master of Dhanurveda who had mantras to add to the efficacy of his missiles, and he also had the power of acquiring and using celestial weapons. More than that, Drona was Arjuna's beloved teacher. How is he going to stand in battle against his teacher whom he loved and respected? Second, Bhishma was Arjuna's beloved grandfather who had the boon that he can decide on the time of his death. Third, Jayadratha had the boon that whoever makes his head fall to the ground will immediately lose their head. And fourth, Karna was Arjuna's arch enemy, whose weaponry and skills were equal to Arjuna's, and his only aim was to kill Arjuna. All these people were in Duryodhana's camp. They cannot be touched. Sri Krishna says, may you destroy. Tvam jahi. Do not be afraid, fight. Ma vyavastita yudyasva. You will destroy your enemies in battle. Jetasi rane sapatnan. Even though all these great men have special powers, they have an appointment with the Lord of Death. You are not going to stop that. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratram cha Karnam tatanyan api yoda viran maya hatam stvam jahima vyatista yudyasva jeta sirane sapatnan. Om. In verse 35, Sanjaya reports to Dhritarashtra. First, hearing the words of Sri Krishna, Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya, that Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha and Karna have all been destroyed by the Lord of Time. And without these four, Duryodhana's support would be diminished. And all Arjuna has to do is to be an instrument, nimitta matra, and win this battle. Sanjaya expected that once Dhritarashtra hears this, he will lose all hopes of his son's victory and call for a truce. If Dhritarashtra asks Duryodhana to call for a truce, he must do so. Otherwise, he will have no support from Bhishma, Drona, and others. But Dhritarashtra did not hear this due to the force of destiny, because Duryodhana must be punished for all his wrongdoing. He must die in this battle. Second, Sanjaya says that Arjuna, stricken with pain and overwhelmed with affection, with trembling and folded hands, Kritanjale Vepamana Kiriti, being very frightened, Bita, eyes filled with tears and throat choked with intense emotional conflict, saluting Sri Krishna, Namaskritva Krishna, indeed again saluting, said in a flattering voice, Bhuya eva aha sagadgadam pranamya. And his words were not very clear. It was flattering. Etat shrutva vachanam keshavasya kritanjaler vepamana kiriti namaskritva bhuya evaya krishnam sagadgadam bita pranamya. Om. At verse 35, we shall take a break, and next Arjuna is going to sing praises to Sri Krishna. These praises from verses 36 to 46 are commonly read as a prayer. So till then, Om Namah Shivaya.